Well, render me impressed because we finally got Dash Rendar. Hey Rebel Scum, welcome back. We have a nice Black Series review for you today. We finally got Dash Rendar in the Black Series. I mean, if you're doing Shadows, you should have started with Dash Rendar. I mean, she's always a great character too, but come on, man. I mean, back in the day when these came out, I think it was around sometime between 96 and 98, we had Shadows Fever. It was a video game on N64, the hottest system at the time. It was a book, it was a comic book, we had a music soundtrack, like we had everything. It was very exciting to have this sort of bridging the gap between Empire and Jedi. A lot of exciting characters in there. We got to see Boba Fett in action. It was an amazing video game at the time. Just a great time to be a Star Wars fan. So we had a line at the time from, I think it was Hasbro, but it was still like part of the Kenner collection, I think. And that had a whole bunch of Shadows figures. They had the purple packaging, which they kind of captured that with this little stripe here and more on the side. We had some comic book 2-packs in there. And then the line kind of went away for maybe a decade, and then we got one more 2-pack from Shadows when those comic book throwbacks in the Legacy collection. But it's been a while since we've had a Shadows figure. So this is the fourth one in the Black Series line for Shadows. We had Shizor and then the Luke and Leia pack. And now we have our man Dash Rendar. We get a lot more we're going to be waiting for. We have his trusted droid companion. We got to see Chewbacca in his bounty hunter outfit with the shaved head. I mean, that's going to be an awesome figure. And there's just some more that we could throw in there that'd be exciting. There's a lot of characters we never got. We never got Shizor's aide. What was her name? Guri or something? Yeah, I mean, there's characters that never got made that would be great to finally get in there. But for now, let's check out this guy and see how he stacks up to the original release. And here we have our Dash Rendar. I mean, very simple. Appreciate it. You got that hanging belt on there, like any good smuggler. You have your shoulder padding. I'm not quite sure what for. He's got his armor on here, his flight gloves, and his boots. Very kind of a blend of Han Solo and some kind of roguish Jedi, which was a great design for the character. And of course, his likeness is not based on anything because it was a comic and a book. It was not a movie or any production, not yet. We'll see. I like the gloves. You can see a little depth and dimension to them there. And then, of course, he has his gun. So we get a simple DL-44, I think that's called, blaster there, just like Han Solo's. Nothing amazing. Just fits in the holster. And that's it. I mean, that's really all we got to him. We got standard Black Series articulation in the shoulder. We get this little padding here on the, shoulder guard here on the armor. We have the elbows, the wrists, the shoulder, the head, the waist, and he doesn't turn except at the top there. He's got the hips, and then he's got the double knees, and then the ankle. So all that articulation that we know and love in the Black Series. He looks pretty good. I'm happy with him. Would have been happier if they gave him some alternate accessories, some more of the throwback accessories. Would have been fun. Let's take a look at our original Dash Rendar here. Of course, this guy, if I could see the stamp on him, I want to say he was 97, but he might have been 98. You could check in our archive. If no one knows off the top of their head, it should be in there, but it's been a while, so I'm not remembering. Oh, here we go. 1998 or 96. This is 96, so maybe it was 96. So this is our original Dash Rendar. He had this weird mechanical backpack that had the rifle come on it for stabilization. He had a beard. Yeah, he had a facial hair. I remember him having facial hair in the game too, I thought. Maybe not. But the figure had facial hair. He had the additional gun that was really unique to this figure. But other than that, they kept the look pretty similar to their original release of the 3 3/4 line with the, not having that backpack, which I think they should have just thrown in for fun. That would have been a nice little throwback for the figure to have his little backpack. But as you can see, most of the hallmarks there, except he had some kind of long shirt on underneath. This one doesn't. Yeah, I mean, this is where we are. It's been quite a while. 30 years, right? Yeah, 30 years from this figure to this figure. Crazy. Think about that. 96 to 2026. Looking really sharp. His hair is less red than the original figure was, but he still has the same roguish attributes to him. So that is Dash Rendar, essentially. I mean, where are we in the line? Well, we got some other great ones. We had that Luke in his little guard outfit based on the original figure as well, so that captured all the hallmarks there. Well, this one had an Imperial symbol on it. This one does not. I can't recall from the comic if it was meant to or not, but this is a very detailed version, still keeping that old one alive. Of course, we had that reissue of Leia Bausch because that's where she first wore the costume, and then her Black Series counterpart, much better. But this was the original release of it. And I think this was the first time she was released in the line too. So she did double duty as being from the Return of the Jedi Leia as well. So we have that figure. And then we have Shizor, who came out first in this line with his little cane. That wasn't actually based on the 96 line. That was based on the Legacy line here. It came in a 2-pack, as you can see him, and I never opened it. This was 2008. You can see him here with his little staff, and he's got better articulation, better design. But that's where this one is drafted from. Now, the other Shizor that came out in the 96 line had these weird energy blades. Not an accessory featured in the movie, or I'm sorry, in the game or the book or the comic. And the other Shizor had a long pipe, and he came in a 2-pack fighting Darth Vader. They never actually faced off, so there was no battle in the traditional sense, but this is still pretty cool Shizor with his little staff. So love that figure as well. But yeah, here we are essentially with all our original figures and the new iterations of them. But today it's all about the Dash, and I think he looks great. I think that about covers it for Dash Rendar. I mean, there's not too much, just a very simple figure, but a very great design to him. I think he looks amazing. I would have liked more accessories, some throwback ones here. I mean, we got some, like when Momo Nadan came out, basically, he had his original Hasbro release accessory, that double barrel rifle on there, just as a fun throwback to the Power of the Force 2 figure. Would have been nice if we got something like that. I mean, this was still technically kind of the Power of the Force 2 line. So it would have been nice if we got just that backpack in there. Would have just been a fun throwback for the figure. But other than that, I mean, he looks great. He looks very comparable to his former counterpart from 30 years ago. Just odd timing on that. And it's great to see this line expanding now. Here's that Energy Blade Shizor I was telling you about. So we have more and more of these. It'd be cool if we got at least all the original figures, which at this point, Darth Vader is just Darth Vader, unless they want to put him in again in a different style packaging. IG-88, we've got IG-88. So all we're really missing is somebody from the Swoop Gang, and somebody, Shizor's lieutenant, and just other odds and ends characters that they could throw in there. That Chewbacca, I think, is a must. He was just such an awesome design. They need to bring that back into the Black Series with the shaved head. Go on our gallery. You can see all the Shadows of the Empire figures. There's just this one outlier here from, I believe this was the Legacy Collection, the comic packs, to get this additional Leia that never made it in there from her meeting with Shizor, and then the Shizor with the staff. So those are fun to have if you want to just round out your original 3 3/4 Shadows of the Empire collection. But here we are, the Black Series. We only have these 4 figures to date, so we need more. We need more. I love this line. This was a great. I really hope Disney doesn't waste an opportunity to make a series out of this and do it in a an animated cartoon or a CGI or a computer generated cartoon, because this was a cool little in between. Canonize it. It's awesome. Absolutely love it. So that's all for this time. As always, we're going to have more news, reviews, and beyond for you on this channel and on our website. So keep tuning back. Like, subscribe, and follow. And stay vigilant, you Rebel Scum.